Miss Mitchell.
Yes, sir.
Tell us your first name and spell it for me.
My first name is Farah, Farah. Last name Mitchell, Mitchell.
Now, Miss Mitchell, now we have a congressional leader here in Dallas who's been sitting in the seat for 48 years. Her name is Eddie Bernice Johnson. She's been representing this side of town for 48 years. Let's keep that in mind. Now, in the time of crisis, the people elected her to go to Washington to vote for their best interests. So we're in a time of crisis now with COVID-19, and we're in a position where the HEROES Act, the House passed it, but without her vote. She didn't even show up to Washington, D.C. on 2 occasions to vote for the $600 extension that people are supposed to receive in payment. And she's an African-American lady that lives here in Dallas. How do you feel about her not showing up just to vote for something that important?
Well, being a black woman and a single mother, that hurts because some of us can't go back to work. Some of us don't have a husband to that extra support, or some of us are here with our families with just our kids. So it's not like no one's being lazy, I think anybody would want to go back and make more money than sit at home and wait for $600. But if you've been on a seat for 40 years and nothing's getting done, why we got her there? We have to change something, don't we?
So do you feel what she did is right by not voting? I mean, she even had the option of mailing in her vote by proxy, and you have to get it in on time for it to count. And even if it gets in on time, it'll say a yay or nay. For her, it says not voting, which means she didn't even show up, didn't even get it in the mail on time. How you feel about that?
Why we got her on the seat? She don't need to be on the seat, because black people, as we see, we treat it differently. We don't have the luxury as most people do. And to know that you can make a change for our community, she should have sent in her ballot.
And that's important because they want us to vote for them, but she can't vote for us.
That's why we have to change something. That's why we have to get out and vote for those that's going to fight for us and stand up for us and change our community.
And knowing this, and she's got one of the worst voting records in Congress, 666 votes missed. Now, who on their right mind and has a job that can miss 666 days of work and still be working for them?
If a person like me, I've been fired a long time ago. So it's we have to change. The community have to change. We have to get somebody in there that's going to be a voice for us, who's going to lead us the right direction. We don't have time. We can't sit back no more and hoping somebody do the right thing, which she had an opportunity to do the right thing and just send in her vote. Or she had she could have done the right thing by going to work those 606 some days to help our community. So we need somebody that's going to be in there and that's going to fight the whole way through. It's coming to where if we don't stand for something, we'll fall for anything. And right now we're losing because we're not standing up for ourselves. We're not putting the right people in there that can represent us and get the job done.
That's it. Couldn't say it any better.
All right, brother.
I got it.